Hello everyone. I hope we all are doing good. Today we will be discussing about the brief introduction, facts, principles, objectives and functions of WTO. I hope you like this video. Here we start. So first we go to the introduction, that is the definition of the World Trade Organization. And the definition of WTO is the WTO is the only international organization dealing with the global rules of trade between the nations. Its main function is to ensure trade flows as smoothly, predictably, and free as possible. Next, we come to the facts of WTO. Some of the brief facts of WTO are that WTO is located in Geneva, which is situated in Switzerland, and it was established on 1st of January 1995 after the sign of the agreement, that was the Marrakesh Agreement. It was created by the Uruguay round negotiation, which happened during the brief period between 1986 to 1994. Now, up to 30th November 2015, there are 162 member countries which are the part of WTO. Budget The budget has been fixed in 2011 and that was approximately 196 million Swiss francs. There are almost 640 secretariat staff working in WTO and it is headed by Roberto Azevedo, who is the Director General of WTO. Next, the basic principles of WTO. Now, one of the most important basic principles of WTO is non-discrimination. That is, there will be no discrimination among the member states. For an example, India is trading with many countries by imposing some tariffs on import or export. But according to WTO, we cannot impose high tariffs on one trading nation and low tariffs on another. We have to treat them equally. The next basic principle is transparency. So everything which goes on and has been working in WTO has been made very transparent. For example, India changed its policies regarding direct foreign investment. So Indian government released a press note for other countries regarding its policy change. Press note came in effect from May 12, 2015. So it is very transparent. Next, the most important, binding commitments. Now here we give an example of the binding commitments. India is doing free trade with Sri Lanka, Thailand, having trade agreements with Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Japan, South Korea, Mongolia, etc. So that means they have a binding commitment that India will make trade, yeah, do trade with the following countries without any conditions. Reciprocity. In case of Russia, USA, and Iran and United Nations, trade sanction was imposed on Russia and Iran, prohibiting them to do trade with other countries. So it's not that you have to trade with only one part of the country, you have to do trade with each and every member state of that has been working under WTO. Next, another thing is the safety valve. For example, India imposes sanctions on import of tires from China as it threatens the domestic tire manufacturing company sales. So if any government is feeling that there is a threat to their domestic market, so they can impose sanctions on that imports. Now, the most important, the objectives of the WTO. The first objective, to improve the standard of living of the people in the member countries. Next, to ensure full employment and broad increase in effective demand. Third is to enlarge production and trade of goods. Then to increase the trade of services. Next, to ensure optimum utilization of world's resources. The most importantly, to protect the environment is one of the most important principles of the objectives of WTO. And next, we accept the concept of sustainable development. So these are the main objectives of WTO. Next, functions of WTO. administering WTO trade agreements. Next, there will be a forum for trade negotiations. Next, handling trade disputes, monitoring national trade policies. Next, technical assistance and training for developing countries. And the last, cooperation with other international organizations. Now, if we look to the structure of WTO, now WTO has 4 levels of structure. One is the highest authority, then we have the second level, the third level, and the fourth level. Now, what does the highest authority consist of? The highest authority, its function is to conduct ministerial conference. It occurs generally 2 or 3 times a year. So this is the function of the highest authority. Now we come to the second level. Its function is to overlook day-to-day work of the organization. It consists of 3 working bodies. Number 1, the General Council. Next, the Dispute Settlement Body. And third, the Trade Policy Review Body. Now we have in the third level, its function is to look broad areas of individual matter. They are Council for Trade in Goods, Council for Trade in Service, Council for Trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights. And the fourth level deals in various subjects like agriculture, market access, subsidies, anti-dumping measures, and so on. Now the agreements, the WTO agreement cover goods, services, intellectual property. They include individual country commitments to lower custom tariffs and other trade barriers and to open and keep open service markets. These agreements are often called the WTO trade rules, and the WTO is often described as rule-based, a system based on goods. The agreement for the 2 largest areas, that is the goods and the services. The agreement on agriculture, the important agreements related to agriculture and livestock products includes dairy products are agreement on agriculture and phytosanitary agreements. The 3 pillars of agreements on agriculture as market access, domestic support, and export subsidies. So this was a brief discussion about WTO. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much.